Hey everyone, we're back with more Mediocre Chess. We're playing a 5+3 Blitz match. I've been losing a few recently, been having trouble, so hopefully we can play better and get a win. 1602 with a question mark, so I think that means that he's new and hasn't played a lot of games on this site. So we'll see if he's actually much better or not as good. Play Sicilian. Don't actually know the main lines of the Sicilian very well, but it always seems to go okay for me. So I stick with it most of the time. It's probably the opening I play the most against e4. Come over here. Look in a castle, we'll protect this square. Gonna come here or here, and should be fine. Castle. He does come in there. I'll go ahead and take and come up in here. If he takes, we'll both have doubled pawns, but for some reason I feel like that helps me. Or he'll take that pawn that I left open. That makes sense too. Alright, we'll kick him. Kick him back out and then probably take his bishop. And at least we'll have the bishop pair. Drop that pawn, which wasn't very smart, but maybe the bishop pair will benefit us. Drops back. If I pressure him again, he can come in here. I'll just go ahead and take this bishop. I'm going to make him step off, just kind of help gain space in this area of the board. I feel like in general, if you can move a pawn more or less for free, it's going to help you out later in the game. So it's just protecting that from his queen. So now it looks like things are moving this direction on the board. I have 3 diagonal pieces pointed up there. And he's kind of going over that way. So his knight is coming here. I'm going to bring my bishop up here, just develop it a little bit. I can get my pawn or my queen behind it if need be. Move my queen here. Then have that doubled diagonal. I'm going to protect here. I don't really want his knight moving here because then he could force off my bishop pair. If I push this pawn, he can come, can't come here, can't come here. He could come down in here, put me in check. I could push him off. Well, I couldn't push him off because he'd be defended. But what is that doing? He could bring the bishop in there instead, and I'd have to move my rook. Or I could just defend. I can't defend that very well right now. Or I could take him. Just gonna do this. I'm not sure if it's good. It's always a little scary when they start coming behind your king's pawns, but with all these defenders, I'm not sure he can really do too much to me. And then I'm going to just going to come up into here and defend these a little bit more. So it gives my rook room to move around. That way I can keep the bishop out. It's potentially something where he sacrifices to bring the queen in here, but I don't see that right now. I could either just let him take, I could take, he has to recapture. I think I like that the best, just taking. Don't want to let him capture and then have to move this pawn off and then have all three of these pawns coming forward. Question is, do I want to push this pawn? I can take with my rook. I think I like that. Things have kind of come to an actual stalemate, but a proverbial stalemate on this side. Yeah, and that we're both. I think I just want to push this pawn. Now I have a pass pawn. It's defended by a rook and has pawn support. So it's not going to go anywhere right now with this rook here, but if I can trade off some pieces in the future, that might be a strong square. Now his queen is looking down here. I need to be careful of that. This may be, it's pinning the queen to the rook. He has a pawn that can protect it. It may win me a pawn though, because he's protected by my queen. Don't think it can be that bad. He may push the pawn. He may... He's got to do something to protect that queen. He's not just going to move the queen. I think he's just going to push this pawn. And then I will recapture the pawn, probably, because I don't want to recapture the bishop and drop to the knight. He is just going to move the queen. Well, yeah, because he's looking at checkmate here now. It's not quite checkmate, actually. So that's the question. If I take the rook, he checks, I drop to here. He doesn't have a direct check. He could bring his knight in here, and then be forced to take with a queen. It's probably too bad to let happen. Question is, what can I do about it? I can move my pawn up. Just has a lot looking at that square right now. I can move my rook over, and then once he comes in, and I drop to here, and I'm pressuring that queen off. He can't capture. Oh, that's scary, but I'm going to try it. I still have this threat on the rook. Don't know if they'll try this or not. Alright, I'm going to take my rook. I'm not sure what this does, but I'm not going to think about it too hard. So he's coming in. Where is he looking to go? I'm just gonna fall back here. He's gonna look for something here probably with his bishop. I think he's looking at some tactic here. Still defending it with my bishop. If he gives me a move out of check, I can fall back to maybe here. Yeah. So he's looking to take that, and I can't move up. But I'm just going to take him. He'll take. And that's not really that big of a threat, I don't think. I could push him off. I could move this pawn up and kick that knight. I'm up a rook right now. I need to use that. I'm going to try this. It's defended by my queen. keeping his queen out. His queen doesn't really have any other way to get in, and it's kicking this knight. Then I can move my king up in to defend it later. Potentially. Maybe here. Alright, he's running. I'm going to move up. And now I need to get something going. Not sure where though. If I can trade anything, I'm going to start to be ahead. Alright, let's trade. I'm going to push that knight, use my increment to not lose on time. Just not sure this push is that strong. Drop back. If I can ever take this knight, I will. I take, or you take the pawn, gain a little bit of time. Going to double up there with him. Now I might be able to start using this pawn to distract these defenders. Gotta watch that he's attacking there. Probably need to just take that. That's still okay. I'm going to push this pawn. I'm going to step up in there. Gotta be careful over here. Could be in trouble. He's looking at checks. I have to do something about that. What do I do about that? I don't know. I have to let him get in there. I can run away. I can push this pawn. I'm doubled back there, so I should be able to defend it. And then I can take this. If he takes, I retake. I'd love to get the queens off. I should be okay if I can get the queens off. Yeah, I should be fine now. Come here, I can win this pawn. Gotta be careful I don't mess up that move. Take the pawn. Now I should be fine, I just need to be careful I don't do something stupid and don't lose on time. I like to get my rook here. Put it in check. Drop back. Come here. He takes, I take. He takes there, I take there. So now I'm fine whether he takes here or he takes here. Or he doesn't take at all. Check. We'll get a queen. As long as he has a person out there, I can't stalemate him, which is good. Go here, and this should be mate. There we go. Got a little close on time there, but I managed to pull it out. Let's look at the analysis for just a little bit. I think that went pretty smoothly. I think I was more or less in control. I probably had a few mistakes here and there. I need to actually request one. There we go. It's gone through now. Let's see. I don't think there's anything too interesting in the beginning. Sicilian. So it's saying I shouldn't take him. Yeah, I guess that's just a free pawn. I tend to miss things like that. See, oh, a knight attacking me from the center. But I took him. Pretty standard through here. Guess he has a pretty big lead here. I didn't really think he did. I thought I was doing pretty well. But I guess probably with the queen there's enough of an option somewhere. But he doesn't see that. And that's probably a mistake there. But I do this quite a bit. I miss a mistake, but then they miss that I missed the mistake, and then I get it next turn. So I went here instead, and then I found it. Although by that point, well, it's doing some calculations. So I found that. And then somewhere in here, yeah, so I think when he just dropped that, see, I thought this was more dangerous than I guess it was. I thought if I come here, he comes here. Yeah, I guess that's not, I guess I can just defend that, and he has to come out. And then I get the knight. I was thinking, I guess, if I go if I go here, he does some move, and I take the rook. So that's still not bad. Huh. Anyway, what I was looking at was this. I do something else, and then this. And then, yeah, if I don't take with my queen here, then it's a checkmate here. But anyway, that didn't happen. Went here instead, still less than 1. And then right there, that's a big blunder. He just let me take his rook. I'm not sure what he was thinking there. I know he saw that. But these are the types of moves I never get right. Should I move here or here? I figured if I moved here, he was looking at. So if I go here, he goes here, I take, then I'm in check. I don't know, I feel like it's better to avoid checks, but it's perfectly defendable. So I never quite find those. But I took. He took. Defended, he dropped back. It's nice when you get a string of moves that are all correct. And then from here it's all pretty. You can see down here I have a big lead for the whole time. That's correct. Don't do anything too bad, I guess. That's all fine. Not sure why this is better. Oh, because I'm pushing his rook off. Yeah. That would be better. But I still get him. Mate 2 there. So see, in time games, when I know I can come here, and then I will win. I'll get that queen and I'll win. I don't really look for other options, but apparently there's a mate and 2 here. It's kind of hard to see with 20 seconds left, though. So I just went for the easy one. And there it is. That's all for this one. Thanks for watching.